sometimes there are interviews that are so shocking, even we can't believe it. And one happened on CNN yesterday. Unbelievable stuff. Christiane Amanpour has apparently been hired by the Palestinians to make sure that every piece of, quote, journalism she puts out has their spin on it. That's presumably how she got the interview with the Queen of Jordan, Queen Rania, who I have met before. They celebrate her over here in America because she's incredibly beautiful, and we want to believe that she's pro-Western, and this is somebody we could work with on policies. She and her husband, it's a no. Okay, she's been long admired by so many people here who don't apparently tune in for her real thoughts on things like dead Israelis. She's known for her beauty, her Western fashion sense, and she is absolutely gorgeous on the outside. On the inside, she showed a different story. She unloaded in this interview, revealing what she really thinks about Israel, Gaza, and those of us outside the Middle East, through her friends in the West in there, just for good measure. It started with a fairly simple question from Amanpour, who asked her, as an Arab, as a Palestinian, as a human being, a mother, how she's feeling ever since October 7th. Now, even the Palestinians' most ardent supporters have learned that they need to spend, like 3 lines on how they feel terrible about what happened to the Israelis. That would be a good place to start. The innocent lives lost in Israel, and then maybe you pivot to the innocent lives lost in Gaza. That's not exactly what happened.
Just can't believe the images that we're seeing every single day coming out of Gaza. We are just shocked and disappointed by the world's reaction to this catastrophe that is unfolding. When October 7th happened, the world immediately and unequivocally stood by Israel. But what we're seeing the last couple of weeks, we're seeing silence in the world. And are we being told that it is wrong to kill an entire family at gunpoint, but it's okay to shell them to death? I mean, there is a glaring double standard here, and it is just shocking to the Arab world. So the silence is deafening, and to many in our region, it makes the Western world complicit, through their support and through the cover that they give Israel, that it is just its right to defend itself. Many in the Arab world are looking at the Western world as not just tolerating this, but as aiding and abetting it. And this is just horrendous, and it's deeply, deeply disappointing to all of us.
Even Christiane Amanpour tried to rein her in, offering her a do-over with a similar question, but the Queen continued to double down, suggesting we should not believe our lying eyes, until finally Amanpour even had to interrupt her. Watch.
Why is the narrative always skewed towards to the Israeli side? The Western media and policymakers are quick to adopt the Israeli narratives. When Israel attacks, Palestinians die. But when Israelis die, they are murdered in cold blood. It's a massacre. When the President of the United States is told that he has evidence, he has seen evidence of children beheaded, only to retract because the IDF said that there's no proof of that. That is confirmation bias. Even at your network, Christiane, the CNN website at the beginning of the conflict reported a headline of Israeli children found butchered in an Israeli kibbutz. And when you read through the story, it hasn't been independently verified.
Queen Rania, I just need to stop you right there, because there have been pictures shown by the Israelis, and our journalists have been down there. I'm not talking about beheadings. I'm talking about babies' bodies riddled with bullets and things.
Unbelievable. She was actually trying to spin the lie, the Queen, that children weren't killed? Really? So just to recap, according to the Queen of Jordan, Israel's the bad guy, okay? Apparently she missed the Hamas interrogations and confessions of their brutality, which we are going to get to in a moment. Perhaps she also missed the clip from a terrorist who gleefully called mom and dad to brag about all the innocent Jewish blood on his hands. Take a listen.
Open my WhatsApp now, and you'll see all those killed. Look how many I killed with my own hands. Your son killed Jews. Dad, I'm talking to you from a Jewish woman's phone. I killed her, and I killed her husband. I killed 10 with my own hands. Mom, your son is a hero.
My God, obviously we dubbed that over with the translation.